Hello everyone, and welcome to a review of Pokemon Shield. I forgot the lines. Hello everyone, and welcome to a review of Pokemon Shield. It's definitely one of the most controversial games in the franchise with battle animations, graphics, and Dexit. So I thought it would be fun to go over my opinions. So let's move my own opinion into this video. Let's first talk about story. Now of course when it comes to Pokemon, I don't play them for the story. I play for the battles and the cool new Pokemon that they come up with. Ignore those. Anyways, when it comes to the story, it's decent. So, obvious spoiler warning coming. Okay, so Alina was evil, which everyone saw from a mile away. But personally, I didn't expect Chairman Rose to be evil. Watching other YouTubers play through the games, they seem to expect it. But maybe I'm just dumb, I don't know. The whole Darkest Day thing that Sonia was researching was definitely interesting, similar to the X and Y plot of the Ultimate Weapon. A few weeks ago I saw a Reddit post that is showing up right here that pointed out that the Ultimate Weapon events that caused Mega Evolution in X and Y happened 3,000 years ago, which is the same thing that Sonia says when the Darkest Day took place, which hopefully we'll get answers in the Sword and Shield enhanced versions, which we definitely know is going to happen.
Hold up, so this was recorded before the Pokemon Direct, so obviously I did not know of the expansion pass, which also in the Pokemon Direct confirmed that we are not getting a enhanced version, so that was incorrect, but maybe we'll get answers to the Darkest Day at some point.
When it comes to characters, they're good. Leon is a cool champion other than the bad fashion sense, but he fixes that after you dethrone his title of undefeated champion. His brother Hop took me quite a while to formulate a good opinion on him, but I think I've got it. Hop is a fantastic character. He starts off very confident, and when you beat him in the early game, he brushes it off saying he'll get stronger and won't let you beat him the next time. And then Bede happens. Bede wipes the floor with Hop and then proceeds to tell him that he is terrible at battling and dragging Leon's name through the mud. This destroys Hop, telling Leon that he's sorry and just loses all of his confidence. He starts changing around his team to get better and even ends up dropping his Wooloo, the first Pokemon he ever had. Throughout the game, he gains more confidence, and when you beat him in the league, he definitely seems very frustrated, but he congratulates you for beating him. And then in the post-game is where his well-written character arc truly shines. As you go through the post-game, Hop loses to Swordsbert and Shieldbert, depending on which game you chose. And as you go around to the different gym stadiums, fighting off the Dynamax Pokemon going rampage, Hop at some point starts opting out, believing that he's only going to weigh you down. At the end of the post-game, when both you and Hop capture the box art legendaries, you guys have a final battle. And you of course beat him, and he definitely seems frustrated again that he's lost to you, and then he realizes that battling isn't for him. Not everyone can be a master battler. So he decides to be a Pokemon professor, or at least train to be one. So he ends up being Sonia's assistant. And I really hope that in the Sword and Shield enhanced versions that he becomes the Pokemon professor. Now let's talk about Bede, the jerk rival everyone's been wanting basically since X and Y, when there are these four nice idiots, other than Serena and Callum, which were nice, but they still provided a good competition for the games. But the other three were just annoying, and everybody wanted a jerk rival like Silver and Blue again. So we got that, and we also got a nice rival. So having a nice rival and this jerk was actually really cool. And Marnie was cool too. Still being nice, but also provided a good rivalry. And with her team Yell grunts that she didn't ask for, constantly cheering her on and making other gym challengers' experience terrible. She was a cool character and was fun to have around. Alright, now with that segment out of the way, let's talk about the new things. When I say new things, I'm talking about the Pokemon, the Wild Area, and Dynamax. Okay, so the Pokemon, are all great. All of them, mostly all of them, I find are great, and including the Galar forms, I have absolutely no problem with. The Squovet line, however, is the only just meh Pokemon. I mean, it's just a squirrel that evolves into a fatter squirrel. Nothing too grand there. Now the wild area is cool. It's just so open and you can travel basically anywhere you want using your bike, traveling on water and land, and being able to move your camera around freely just like any normal game is really cool. And the max rated battles are cool if it weren't for the giant flaw that I call shield time. In boss battles, you do damage to the boss, right? And if a super powerful Pokemon were to hit him with a super powerful attack, then it should do the max amount of damage that attack for that Pokemon should do, right? Well, Game Freak says no because shield time exists, meaning that if you hit the max rated boss with a super powerful attack that has enough power to OHKO, it won't, because it's going to stop the health at a certain point, and hey, guess what? It's shield time, meaning any normal attack, non-Dynamax attack, will take off only one shield, but a Dynamax attack will take off 2 shields. And it also, with that shield up, Dynamax Pokemon cannot take any stat changes or status conditions, which is infuriating. I have joined in so many max raid battles with my level 100 G-Max Corviknight and hit it with a powerful attack, and it lives at exactly half health. And it lives at exactly half health because of the certain level at the certain difficulty that raid is at. Guess what? It's shield time, and a shield comes up, just making the battle unnecessarily longer. Now, Dynamax is cool. In Sword and Shield, they replaced Mega Evolution and Z moves with this mechanic. Dynamax is basically just Mega Evolution plus Z moves. Anyways, moving on to the next segment. Now let's talk about the controversies. This includes Dexit, the graphics, and the battle animations. First of all, Dexit. And let me explain what Dexit is for those who have no idea what I'm talking about. At E3 2019, Game Freak revealed that all Pokemon in the Galar Pokedex were the only Pokemon that could be found in the games, obviously, and could be transferred from your 3DS using Pokemon Home. This means that Feebas, which can be found in the Sword and Shield games, can be transferred from Ultra Moon on the 3DS using Pokemon Home to the Sword and Shield games. However, Pidgey, which is not in the Sword and Shield Pokedex and cannot be found in the games, cannot be transferred from the same exact game, Ultra Moon on the 3DS, to Sword and Shield. Lots of fans were infuriated by this news, and were even angry enough to choose to boycott the games, as if that was going to do anything. And then others just didn't care. They didn't really mind that much, and chose to buy the games anyway. And I am the latter. I definitely did not care. I mean, it does kind of suck that I can't transfer my 2 favorite Pokemon, Talonflame and Crobat. Both I have shinies of, and the former being my first level 100 Pokemon. But, I mean, it's fine. I only transfer Pokemon to fill in the dex, which I don't need to do because I have Sword and Shield. And also on my Shield copy, I have a full living dex. So I can just, using Pokemon Home when it releases, constantly transfer the living dex in between games if I ever want to reset the games. And then I can just instantly get the dex back. And I also only transfer in shiny Pokemon. And what I do with shiny Pokemon, they just sit in the PC. That's basically it. They just sit in the PC for all of eternity. Now, the graphics. The most common item that the complaint of the graphics is this tree in the E3 2019 demo. And it's often compared with PS2 graphics or N64 graphics. And I can kind of agree with it. It definitely doesn't look great. It's not the best textures, but unfortunately it does just look like a 3DS port put onto a Switch. So that kind of sucks. And now the animations. My god, the animations. One of the reasons Game Freak decided to cut half of all Pokemon was to have improved animations. Tell me, does the box art legendary and Hop sliding across the hard ground look like improved animations? I don't think so. I heard a counter-argument talking about how Pokemon Camp could be the improved animation they were talking about, which would be fine if it weren't a completely optional thing. The only thing Pokemon Camp does is grant friendship bonuses during battle, which is alright. It really only helps with, I guess, Battle Tower and stuff, which, okay, and also cooking 151 different curry. Now I can see the improved animations in the Pokemon Camp, because every Pokemon has a walk animation, an attack when you're shaking around the freaking feather, and different facial expressions. And it's just so annoying that they decided to point all of their firepower towards a completely optional thing that doesn't even grant great bonuses. And they could have used their animation firepower to improve animations for battling and cutscenes. You know, the whole meat of the game. Anyways, those are my opinions on the games. They are definitely, in my opinion, the best Pokemon games to date, but they aren't great. They are definitely just good. That's all I can say. They're just good. I'd say Pokemon Sword and Shield would be like a B+ game. So yeah, those are my opinions. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see more of my Pokemon Sword Let's Play. And if you want to see more reviews, I might do more reviews. I think I want to review Breath of the Wild, but since it's like 3 years old now, I don't really see a point. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and goodbye.